Professor Mustafa, if today a Nupur Sharma, as she claims she is, apologizes for a statement offensive though it be, condemnable though it be, during a TV debate, should that be enough in your view to ensure that she doesn't have to go through a prolonged period of going to courts across the country? Or do you believe she becomes a test case for seeing if Section 153A works effectively and ensures that people do not promote hate speech?
Rajdeep, I would say if we are talking of blasphemy as defamation of religions, then in any defamation, the apology is considered good enough to close that chapter. And if we follow Prophet of Islam, then he is all about mercy. He is all about forgiveness. People in his lifetime have been abusing him and he has been forgiving them. So anyone who follows Prophet should have a big heart and forgive anybody for anything. But that is what the ideal situation is, and as you rightly said, many fanatics may not agree with.
So you're saying, in your view, an apology should be enough in a case like this?
I told you that it is a defamation of religion. If for defamation apology is good enough, here also it can be good enough. The real point is that she was, one, ignorant, and two, she intentionally did it. In fact, there is great scholarly evidence available which proves that Bibi Aisha was not 6 years old when she was married.
Can I just prod you further? Because it involves the Prophet and a direct, in a sense, statement on the Prophet, does it make the issue even more sensitive and more difficult to handle, Professor Mustafa?
Yes, Rajdeep, because if there is some cause of Muslims, then we will definitely not accept any external interference. You know, when OIC said something about the rights of Muslims, I also made a video and I said that Indian Muslims have their constitution, their judiciary, and they have Hindus who fight for their rights. We don't need any organization of Islamic states. But when you say such things against the Prophet and he has followers throughout the world, then I think you are crossing the Lakshman Rekha and inviting problem. Because then it is no more an internal matter of India in which others should not interfere. Because you are hurting the religious feelings of the millions and millions of people across the globe.
You know, the fact though is, Yashovardhan Azad, that it comes back to whether the police will apply the law fairly and not arbitrarily. We had a Dharam Sansad where calls were made for killing Muslims. Person goes to jail for a few days, is out on bail, goes back and starts making the same statements. The question is, do you believe that the law is a deterrent as it stands today? Do you believe that therefore the law in a sense needs to become a deterrent and the police in a way need to act evenly, fairly across communities, whoever resorts to hate speech, including politicians who keep getting away? They don't get prosecuted in this country.
Yeah, I don't think the law needs to be strengthened. I think the police needs to be impartial and use the law effectively and impartially against all kinds of people. You know, the issue about Prophet is very, very sensitive, and the remark which Nupur made certainly would hurt every Muslim. But the reaction has been totally disproportionate, and I totally disapprove of that. She should get full protection. She should not be allowed to go to any police station to give statement. And once she has apologized, the case should be finished. I think this is the hardline Islam, and one should not take lessons from OIC countries who rule these tin pots in the name of, and they made it Islamic countries. And the last point which I want to say is, yes, the Dharam Sansads are bad, but also the remarks made against shivling hurt not only me, who was a Shiv Bhakt, but crores of people in this country. But there are no death threats, and that was made by a professor. So I think there should be some balance. And as far as Nupur Sharma goes, her case should be closed once he offers a formal apology. And I'm very happy, Professor Mustafa said, that Islam talks of mercy, and therefore she should be forgiven.